Hello, everyone. How's it going? I'm Matt. Welcome to Quiztime with Hobbii. And today we, of course, have all the lovely players out there waiting to show off their knowledge. And, of course, we have Tiffany, we have Karen, we have Kitty, we have Cynthia, we have Jennifer, we have Crochet Online Course as well. Welcome. Erica, we have Tina, we have Mary, we have Renita, we have Winnie as well, Jules is on the board, Elaine as well, and of course we have Karina and Cynthia and Lynetta and Amy and Dee and Tina from the Facebook and YouTube chats. Of course, we have two different platforms as we also did last time. Hello to Tina, who's coming in from Tennessee. Hello from Matt, coming in from Copenhagen, Denmark. How's it going, everybody? S, we have Queens, we have C, Witter, hello, Artemis again, hello, Steph, hello, Tiffany, and by the way, if any of you didn't receive your coupons yet, that you have won in a previous quiz time, don't worry, we will make sure that you can use it, but just write us, because especially the YouTube, but there are a couple people from YouTube who have won, but never contacted anyone, I'm pretty sure, so please do make sure that you contact whenever you win, especially on YouTube, because it's a little hard for us to find you and send you something, because YouTube doesn't have a system like that, so please do write in if you win there. Or you can type your name on Facebook so we can find you there and send it to you directly. Easy peasy. But that's just a little heads up there. We have 3 nice quizzes for you today. We have, of course, as always, we have 15 questions in total. Well, actually 16, but the 16th doesn't really, I guess, count that much. We have 3 quizzes. We have 4 different gift cards for $25 to play for. So that is also pretty nice, I will say. Of course, the 4th coming from the giveaway at the very end, but we have 3 quizzes of 5 questions each before that. And also, just so you know, every single quiz is its own contained thing. So if you, for example, don't join the first one and you join the second one, then you can still win the second one, because it's only those 5 questions you need to be right on. So that's basically how it works. It will be refreshed every quiz, and we have 3 of these quizzes coming to you. We have 1 written by Louisa, the first one actually, and then we have 2 written by myself. So we'll see how you do depending on who wrote it, because there is certainly a difference in how we do it, and maybe you know Louisa enough from live shopping to know that how she thinks, and how she might have been trying to trick you into thinking something or whatever else. We'll see how that goes. But first and foremost, we have a little thing at the very beginning. That is our warm-up question. I'm a little bit too big, and also, there we go. It's a little bit better. You never really know how it actually ends up being in terms of the camera. We change the camera all the time. But here we go. There is the live trivia game coming up. You'll see this countdown before every single quiz, but this one is a little different. This is just a little warm-up game just for everybody who might be new to get a little feel for how it works, and also so we can see how it actually works with Facebook and YouTube both coming in from their respective places. So, live trivia game going in there. How many yarns is Matt holding right now? Oop. Is it a lot? Is it 3? Is it 10? Is it 1? Is it 18? How many is Matt holding right now? He doesn't even know himself. He actually doesn't really know himself. 1 second. How many yarns am I holding right now? Behind my back. How many yarns am I holding? Just so you know, this is not a real question. It's just to show you how it works. You type 1, 2, 3, or 4 in the chat to answer, and of course you see the little blue ball there. That is, or the little blue circle. That is where you type 1, 2, 3, or 4. You can also type the full answer if you want to. You can type, for example, if you want to type a lot, you can type 1 space a lot question, like exclamation point, if you want to be sure that Facebook or YouTube does read it correctly. But you can also just use 1, 2, 3, or 4 for simple use, but that is actually not how it works. This first question doesn't win anyone anything. It's just to show you how it works. So, a lot, because there's a lot of yarns in here, and I don't know how many there are. So there are a lot of yarns. What if there actually are exactly 18 yarns in there? Then a couple people would have won there, but you didn't win anything but the honor, of course. a lot. A lot, says most people. That is very true. It was a lot. But, of course, how could you possibly have known how many yarns I had? These next few questions in the actual quizzes will actually be a lot more fair, I will say, so don't worry about that. But this first question was won by Afix Hannah on YouTube, I believe. So Afix Hannah, you were the first to think a lot, and you won the honor of this first warm-up question by guessing how many yarns I might have had behind my back. And you never know. You actually, I don't know how many I had. But now we need to go. We have to move on to the first quiz of the night. And guys, this is going to be very fun, I think. There are a lot of yarns behind Matt's back. Exactly, there's a lot back here. Matt, that hat is cute. Who made it? I don't know who made it. I also don't know the pattern. I'm sure there is a pattern on Hobbii that looks like it. I don't know which, though. Okay, Facebook keeps freezing, but YouTube is good. Whichever one you want to use, you are welcome to. But now, let's get to the first quiz. Here we go. There we go, the first actual quiz. This one written by Louisa, so maybe get into the mindset of Louisa, who might have, who might be trying to trick you in certain ways that only Louisa can. Who knows? Is Facebook glitching, guys? On Facebook, are you glitching? Please fix the glitching. Hopefully stop freezing when the quiz starts. Peace out. Good luck, y'all. Too glitchy on Facebook. What's going on? Let me check Facebook out for a second here while you answer the first question, which is coming up right here. True or false? People born in fall live longer. Is it true or false? 1 or 2? 1 for true, 2 for false. That kind of sets itself up. Let me see here. Is it glitchy on Facebook? It looks okay to my eye. Seems to be smoothing out. It's maybe it has been smoothed out. It is not on us. Really, we can't even do anything about that. If the stream is going well on YouTube, then it is probably just Facebook messing up a little bit. So we are sorry about that. Of course, we wish it was better, but that's also why we've chosen to do it both on YouTube and Facebook, so you guys can always have the option of a better or smoother live experience. And I think that's a great thing, at least that you can actually have that possibility. So oh, it's still freezing on Facebook. It's glitchy on Facebook. Having issues today due to the hurricane recently. Maybe I don't know. I don't know why it could be that, but of course, I hope it smooths over to everybody on Facebook. Hopefully it works. We can't do much about that. If it looks good on YouTube, it looks like it's doing well on YouTube. So I think it's just Facebook being a little messy. We're sorry about that. Of course, we wish it wasn't like that. But people born in fall live longer. True or false? And that is actually it is. It is true. It is true. 50-50 on that, actually. Almost 50-50. A little bit more on false, but it's actually true. A study in the Journal of Aging Research found that babies born during the autumn months are more likely to live to 100 than those born during the rest of the year. So basically, autumn months are usually, I guess, a higher percentage of people getting to 100. That is pretty interesting facts. Bad news for me, because I'm a spring baby. I'm from March, so I'm not living to 100 apparently. Well, you know what? Great news. True or false? October 31st is a public holiday in some parts of Germany. Is that true or false? 1 for true, 2 for false. By the way, just be aware, 1 for true and 2 for false might change up sometimes. So it is like this now, but always follow how it is up here. Never go off of, oh, it was 1 for true before, because it might be 1 for false at one point. But right now it's 1 for true and 2 for false. So which one is it? Which one is it? It looks like it's going very. I think the stream on Facebook and YouTube, I think it's looking pretty decent. Let me check Facebook again here. This sucks. Was hoping for the code and didn't hear it because of glitch. Can you say the code again, please? There is no code. What code do you mean? What code? There is no code for anything. It is really just we do this without codes. This is actually just for entertainment. We actually don't. We haven't monetized these quizzes at all so far. We really only actually give you guys money or coupons for it. I switched to YouTube. It's not freezing. Okay, so there is a big difference between the YouTube and Facebook streams, but you know, as long as some of you guys are, it looks like it works on Facebook, then as long as that is the case, it is true, by the way, that it is Reformation Day to commemorate the beginning of the Lutheran Reformation. Became a day off in the Protestant parts of the country a few years ago. So while November 1st, All Saints, is day off in the Catholic parts of the country. So there is a difference in what day you have day off, I guess, depending on if it's Protestant Germany or Catholic Germany. Alright, I mean, Denmark is all Protestant, so there's no difference there. True or false? The Earth's rotation slows down in fall. Is it true or is it false? Again, 1 for true and 2 for false. You can send me all the yarn you want. Well, hopefully we can send you a coupon if you win this quiz, or one of the other quizzes, of course. Or you win on bingo on Monday. Join bingo on Monday on our app, where you can always, of course, also win yarn there. Lots of yarn prizes, actually. I still have the prizes over here, actually, next to me. Here's actually one of the prizes. It's 3 Azalea and 8 extra fine merino, Friends extra fine merino, which is also a very nice yarn. So always, okay, of course, play bingo with us. Elizabeth McInnes says she loves bingo. We love to have bingo. We enjoy it very much, you know, to do it. I've done it for like a few years now, and always enjoyable to see all the lovely comments and everything else. It's a great community we built here, I think, and also here on the live quiz, of course, as well. Really enjoyable to to be hosting this for you as well. I love bingo. Looking forward to my Amigo from yesterday. Oh, Elizabeth, you won the Amigo. I didn't even know if it was you, Elizabeth. That is, I mean, congrats again on that. It is false. The Earth's rotation does not slow down and fall. It is the opposite. The Earth speeds up very slightly by about 10 nanoseconds. For reference, 1 second has 1 billion nanoseconds. So for 10 nanoseconds, the Earth actually like spins faster right now than usual. So cool fact there. I mean, you won't feel that difference very much, I will say so, but it is a cool little fact. And most people got that right as well. I think we have talked about that not too long ago. True or false, the heaviest apple ever recorded weighed more than 2 kilos? Is it true or is it false? Again, 1 for true and 2 for false. Is it true or is it false? Let us see here. The heaviest apple ever recorded weighed more than 2 kilos. Let's see. I'm enjoying making a shawl with my Hobbii Dahlia Mad Scientist color. Ooh, Mad Scientist. I don't have that one here, but it's a very cool color of the Halloween Dahlia. I'm pretty sure. So you know, please do post that on the customer gallery whenever you're done, because I would like to see that. Tiffany, bingo even Wednesday. What? Huh? Bingo even Wednesday? I'm not quite sure what you mean. One, I'm seeing a lot of ones. Also some twos, actually. Also some twos. There's some ones and twos in here. But is it true or is it false that the heaviest apple ever recorded weighed more than 2 kilos? Is it true or is it false? And I will say, this is where Louisa really got a lot of you, I think. She got a lot of you, because it's actually false. It is false. The heaviest apple weighed 1.849 kilos. So 1.8 kilos. 4 lb and 1 ounce, I guess, and was grown and picked by Chisato Iwasaki at his apple farm in Hirosaki City, Japan, October 24th, 2005. So back in 2005, he grew, the most massive apple in history, and it was not 2 kilos, but close enough to it. Many true people there. We had many truers, but I think 1/3 did pick false. So there is a lot of chances that we still have a 5 out of 5 quiz here, maybe. True or false, squirrels spend the late fall and winter months hibernating. Are they hibernating in the winter and the late fall and winter months? Are squirrels hibernating? 1 for true and 2 for false. So that's also perfect. We've had 1 for true and 2 for false the entire way through here. I think the program might be, you know, picking up on that. That's very nice. Usually it kind of randomizes, you know, like I put in all the answers, and then it randomizes it all, so it's all random. But right now it actually picked true for 1 and 2 for false the entire way through. I keep doing it the other way around. 2 for false and 1 for true. There we go. My toddlers say squirrels are evil. Is it because they steal? Is it because they steal and borrow their stuff or something? Like, what is the? I mean, I would say that the squirrels, they are nice creatures. I've only ever had good exchanges with the squirrels that I've seen on my path in life. They've all been very nice. The tree rats. I mean, rats are also fairly cute. So I'm not gonna say anything there. It's actually as long as you meant that in a nice way, because squirrels are cute. We actually say noodle in Danish. I was about to say noodle, which is a fun word. Noodle means like cute or whatever. It is false. They don't hibernate because they can't build up enough body fat. During summer, they stash food in different locations. Then in winter, they sleep for up to 20 hours a day, heading out in the early morning or late afternoon to snack on their hoards. So they don't hibernate the entire way through. They just sleep very long. I mean, some might call that hibernation, because some people do say that they are hibernating whenever they do that, but not the case here. And Elizabeth McInnes, you win bingo this week, but you also win the quiz this week, apparently, the first quiz of tonight. We have 2 more to go, but congrats, Elizabeth. Congratulations. I want to see that in both chats right now. Congrats to you. And hello from Naples, Florida. Hello, Christine. I was about to be from Naples. Wow. You are in Naples, Italy? But no, it was Florida. But still. Awful streamer get like every other sentence that it freezes. That is very strange, Diana. It is, I think on YouTube, oh, sorry. I think on YouTube it's all right, guys? Like, tell me, YouTube chat, is the stream going to you perfectly? Are you noticing any problems, or is it just on Facebook? I would like to see that. Not even there. I see my face on the board, first time ever. Hey, let's go. Desiree, maybe? Is that how you say your name? YouTube is perfect. Perfect is YouTube. Okay, perfect is YouTube. YouTube is perfect. Apparently, the YouTube stream works very well. So hop over on YouTube if you haven't. Hobbii. You just search on YouTube. You just search Hobbii, and then you find us, and we should be live there. So you can find us there as well. But now we have 2 quizzes. If you are, of course, unhappy with the Facebook experience, we can't really do anything about it because Facebook is just gonna Facebook. Our stream, I can say, is working perfectly, and no lag here. So it is probably just a Facebook thing. Yeah, it is what it is. Let's go on to our next quiz. We have a closest guess quiz, and this is interesting, guys, because this is one where you can't use any letters, okay? So no letters, only numbers as your answer. So actually in this, I think in the first question, you just remember, don't type any. No, actually the second question, sorry, not the first one yet. But in these questions, you just never in your answer type any letters. So if there's an S or something you want to put, you shouldn't. Just type numbers, and that should be enough, more than enough. But first and foremost, I actually think it might be the first question, actually, now that I think about it. There we go. Which decade in the 1900s did the tradition of handing out candy to trick-or-treaters start? So in which decade did this tradition of handing out candy, specifically candy, to trick-and-treaters start? And then you can type any decade, I guess, the 1920s or whatever it might be. Just don't put the S. Don't put the S in there. And you have to type the full thing. I will say 19 and then something. Don't type just 50 or something like that. Type 19, boom. Because it is a little hard to, that's the best way to do it, I think, to do full decades. Hopefully many of you get close here. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of good answers here, and a lot of good answers. But and this is, by the way, the US, so based in the US, I suppose, because it was apparently, I can tell you right now, it was due to basically candy companies being like, you know what, we can earn a little buck here if we do some marketing for our candy during Halloween. And then they basically made campaigns, and then candy just became like a massive thing for Halloween trick-and-treating, because before that it was just mainly apples and nuts and stuff like that, but it was actually 1950s. So yeah, it was the 1950s. And by the way, just so you know, you can only type an answer once in this game. It's just to make sure that people can't like put in multiple answers, for example, and that would be a little bit unfair, I think. So Just so you know as well. A bunch of people said 1950s. It's also good. I mean, that is when a lot of commercialization began, so it does make sense to put the 1950s. So that is when they started to hand out candy instead of apples and nuts and whatever else. Which, to be fair, if I'm a kid, I'm also probably more happy about the candy than an apple. How many hours are there roughly until Halloween CET? So right now it is 6 p.m. 24 p.m. But we'll just say it's 6 p.m. From 6 p.m. Right now today to Halloween, like the first hour of Halloween, like the October 31st. How many hours are there until that day? How many hours are there until that day? CET. Roughly, of course, because, you know, I couldn't do this so we're exactly on the hour, but I did put, basically, I rounded down to 6 p.m. So, yeah. How many hours are there then? How many hours? Yeah, this is a bit of a math question. Remember to type in the entire hours. Don't type handmade designs. I will say if there's only 17 hours and 37 minutes until Halloween, then, I mean, maybe Halloween is the 4th wherever you are, but not the usual understanding of Halloween. I'm just saying. It is 654 hours until Halloween, so it is 3 full weeks, then 4 days, then these 2 days in this week that last, and then also this 6 hours here on top, that becomes 654. So hopefully, I mean, you're going to get a lot of points either way. A lot of people got that as well. We actually have Susan and Anita and Sarah gotten it completely bang on with 70, 71, and 69 points. So you guys raked in a bunch of points there. Not even close. Well, it is what it is. Could be a variance depending on where you live. Sure, yeah, that's also why I put CET, just to make sure that you guys knew exactly from when I'm counting it. All featured in our spooky sale. How many meters do 1 Twister Halloween, 1 Silly Socks Halloween, and 2 Universe XL Halloween combined stretch for? So how many meters basically would this be altogether? Altogether, how many meters is this combined? I'm not going to tell you how many meters they are, of course. You should know that. You should know that. This is a bit of a question for the Hobbii enthusiast who might have tried a bit of everything, or maybe researched some of our yarns. Our lovely universe, our lovely Silly Socks. Of course, Silly Socks Halloween is the same as Silly Socks, and Twister Halloween is also the same as Twister in terms of the length, and also Universe XL, of course. So it's just the Halloween versions. But how many meters would this be combined? By the way, there's no more math after this one. I'm pretty sure. There's no more math after this one in the entire game. So if you aren't a math person, the next few questions will not have math in them, I promise you. A question for the obsessive. Well, it is 1,840 meters in these 4 skeins and a cake. 3 skeins and a cake, I suppose. And yeah, a lot of people got that completely bang on. Actually, 3, Anita, Mighty, and Haven got that completely bang on. You guys are enthusiasts. We also had a bunch of people being very close with 2K, 1,800. I see there as well by Niman. But yeah. Thank God, because math is not my friend. Well, I'm doing terrible today, Artemis. Listen, I believe. There's always a comeback. And then the next quiz, by the way, the last quiz after this one is also very different. No math there. Accounting for variation in different breeds, how many millimeters does sheep wool grow per month? So this is like an average thing. I think it's probably based on merino sheep. But on average, how many centimeters would wool grow per month on a sheep? This is a very specific thing, of course, on very, very average, I guess, or across multiple breeds. And also, I'm sure also different sheep in the merino family, for example, also would grow a little bit different depending on how much they eat or drink or sleep. I'm sure, there's something about that for sure. Or maybe a farmer really takes care of their sheep by maybe putting some like oil on it or something, that's something to remove, I don't know, what's it called? You know, like you just use skin products maybe, and then the wool grows faster. Who knows? Who knows? But at any rate, we have an answer coming in here. It is actually 6 millimeters per month for the average sheep, basically 6 millimeters, and for the average human hair, by the way, it's 10 millimeters. So sheep wool grows pretty much like way slower than the human hair usually grows. But of course, there is variation. But it's hard to write these questions and have everything in mind, you know, because I mean, there's only one answer, and if I wanted to teach you guys or have a fun fact, it would be hard to you know, account for every single sheep out there. But this is the general sheep. Makes me appreciate it more. Exactly. That's a good way to think about it. How many pounds did the heaviest pumpkin ever weigh? So the heaviest pumpkin. This is not the heaviest pumpkin, I can promise you that. This is just a pattern from Hobbii. You can find this pumpkin pattern, by the way, by searching pumpkin on Hobbii, then you can find them. There's many of them, and they're made in Friends 8-4 cotton. Or rainbow cotton 8-4, you know, I mean, any 8-4 cotton really can be used for this one specifically. But how many pounds did the heaviest pumpkin ever weigh? How many pounds? This is probably a very famous pumpkin. By the way, I must also say, I hope that we have a common understanding that we do not Google in this building, in this here facility. We keep our honor, and we know it from articles. So I'm just going to mention that. I mention that every single quiz we do, because I want to believe that whoever wins did it the right way. Did it the right way. And that's how I believe it. But here we go. 2,749 is the answer. How many pounds it weighed? That's a massive pumpkin. I can't even believe, like, start to think how big it is. But many people got that one, which makes me think it's a very popular thing, or popular bit of knowledge, because that pumpkin must be like, you know, it must be famous. A famous pumpkin. I wonder how soon after it died, you know? Was it used for anything? Was it delicious? Who knows? Was it made into a giant jack-o'-lantern? Who knows? I heard someone call a pumpkin patch a vegetable zoo. Oh, Anita Tio has won this closest guess game. Anita Tito, congratulations. Congrats to you. Tio, by the way, to the winners, the two winners, of course, Elizabeth McGuinness and Anita so far. And all the winners coming up as well. We have two more winners to find for a $25 gift card. You two, either contact customer service, or I will try to find you on Facebook Messenger, and then I'll send you a code you can put at checkout. No links or anything. I won't send you any links, I promise. You just copy-paste the code in, and then you get a $25 gift card into your checkout, so you can use it there. But just so you know, I'll find you on Messenger, and if I can't do that, you have to reach out to us, because we would like you to get this. Of course, you've earned it by having your yarn knowledge and whatever else. So we would like you to actually receive it. Turned into a house for Peter Pumpkin Eater. Is that like a kid's thing? Is that like a kid's book or something? Maybe it sounds a little bit like it. Yeah, all good, Elizabeth. I will find you and send you your coupon, of course. But now, guys, we have one last quiz to actually go through, and this one is not math heavy. It is very much actually like a little bit of like a different. It's also based on October facts, Halloween facts, and stuff like that. So we feel like it's appropriate for the season to have a Halloween, October-ish themed episode. So we have that here for all of you to get you in the fall spirits, of course. The awesome, it's a nursery rhyme, of course it is. Yeah, Gilmore Girls quiz. I would be all up for it, but of course we can't do that the entire way. I will see if I can put some more questions in there though. Halloween is on October 31st because the day after November 1st was originally designated as a day to honor All Saints Day. True or false? True or false? Is this true or is it false? I will say, as a Dane, this is all new information to me. because we don't really have Halloween. It's not really a Danish thing, you know. It's like a Celtic, it's very English. It's very it's the islands, you know. It's not really. It only came here after the popularization of like American culture, especially. So Halloween wasn't a thing here at all until then. So we don't really learn much about it other than people dress up in costumes. So so for me, all this information is very new. So I actually don't know how common of a fact these things are. But this one I think might be one of the easier ones in this quiz at least. Let's see here. A lot of ones, I think. So it might be true this one, and I think you'll figure that one out as well. It is true. It is in the 8th century, Pope Gregory III designated November 1st as a time to honor saints. Soon after, All Saints' Day came to incorporate some of the traditions of Samhain. The evening before All Saints' Day was known as All Hallows' Eve, and later Halloween. So that's a little origin for Halloween, I suppose. So me and the 23, or actually 26 other players who would have typed false because we wouldn't know, we learned something there a little bit maybe. I didn't know much about this, at least, so I thought it was a little bit funny. On which October day in 1886 were the United States gifted the Statue of Liberty by France? Which day in 1886 were the United States gifted the Statue of Liberty by France? This is the 9th, the 3rd, the 28th, or the 16th. Type 1, 2, 3, or 4 in the chat to answer this question. Samhain came first, which is why I said no. Oh, ooh, yeah, but it did become Halloween later on, of course. But it was taken from a different. I guess it was named something different, and probably also different traditions before it became Halloween. I'm sure. You know, I mean, traditions have really changed a lot, which is actually kind of funny that traditions change, because that's kind of like. I mean, a tradition is a tradition because it doesn't change much, right? I mean, it's just a little funny. But when was the Statue of Liberty gifted to the US by France? The 9th, 3rd, 16th, or 28th? And this is an interesting one. It's an oxymoron. Exactly, Tiffany. Oxymoron. That's also a great word. I really like the word oxymoron. It sounds good, and also it's like whenever you get to use it in conversation, you feel clever. But the 28th is when the Statue of Liberty was gifted to France. So the 28th, from France, of course, to the United States. There is a mini Statue of Liberty in France, of course. I mean, mini. It's still fairly big, I'm pretty sure. It's still fairly large. But yeah, it came from France. I thought it happened on July 4th. No, not as far as my research showed me. Halloween, October 31st, is one of the most common birthdays. True or false? Is this true or is it false? 1 for true and 2 for false. I'm Canadian, so just guessing. Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed this either, really. But it is a cool little fact. Statue of Liberty. One second. I'm just gonna make sure that was actually true, because of course I don't want to misinform anyone. When was it given? Dedicated. It was dedicated from France to the US October 28th on Wikipedia. So it was October 28th. Yeah, it was not July 4th. That was a different thing. That I think it was the. I think July 4th is the. Isn't that the declaration? Isn't that the declaration or something? I'm not American. I wouldn't know. Oh, it was sent in June. The statue was sent in June, but not assembled. Maybe. But it does say that it was dedicated on October 28th, though. So, take it up with Wikipedia, not me. Because I wouldn't know. But, Halloween 31st is one of the most common birthdays. True or false? It is false. It is false because it is actually the 10th or 11th, it varies, least common birthday for some reason. It is a rare birthday. And this is a little funny quip, I guess, that I found. It is possible that not many parents want to share their child's birthday with the spookiest day of the year. Quote, So that is a little funny, I suppose. I mean, maybe that is the case, or maybe it's just because November, I think, is the more drier month for birthdays. I think November is the least common birthday month. But a witch in Old English, viche, maybe viche, I don't know, is in other Germanic languages such as Danish and Dutch known as hex. True or false? True or false? Is witch hex in Danish or Dutch? There's also other languages where it might be, because of course Swedish as well, Norwegian. I think maybe also Germany has hex as well, but does hex mean witch though? Does hex mean witch? Let's see. I'm seeing a lot of ones, some twos as well. Yeah, I was born October 1st. Hey, look at that. And congrats on the birthday not too long ago. My sister was like 4 hours from having a Halloween birthday. Oh, that's close, but it could have been so cool though. Then the Halloween is a perfect like setup to her birthday, you know, like I mean, I'm sure she can still pull off like a Halloween party November 1st. You can do that. I'm sure you can. People can let you get away with that. But actually, a little fun fact: in English, hex actually went on to influence the word hex, like cursing someone, for example. You got hexed or something, or the witch hexed someone. So instead of it being the witch, it described the magical actions of a witch. So hex in Danish and Dutch does mean witch, but hex, the word, became more of the action of the witch and less so the witch in English. So it's a little fun fact, I suppose, that a witch hexes would in Danish just be hexes or something, you know. A little funny. Hexa in Swedish, of course. Hexa. To avoid the spirits getting injured, a southern German All Saints Day tradition is to 1. Unlock doors, 2. Keep lights on, 3. Hide knives, or 4. Hide garlic. A southern German tradition. And this seems like an old tradition, by the way. It's not a common one that is still practiced, I'm pretty sure. It is an old one, but like I found a bunch of articles talking about it with different varying degrees of information, but it does seem to have been a thing, an old tradition, a long time ago. Loving the YouTube Hobbii stream? Well, loving to have you here. Thank you for coming, of course. And we have this, of course, weekly, and we also have our live shopping on Facebook and Instagram. We also have Hobbii Bingo, of course, on Mondays in our app, and yeah, this quiz show on Thursdays, and that's about it on YouTube and Facebook, of course. So hopefully the Facebook stream is still going well, guys. I'm sorry if it isn't. Dedicated October 28th. Yeah, exactly. To keep lights on, our daughter's birthday is the day before Halloween. I mean, she can definitely have a Halloween birthday then, for sure. And also Jen, very close as well. But it is actually hide knives. It is not the keep lights on. It is a fun one, though. It could have been that, but no, they hide knives apparently, or hid knives in the past, for the spirits to not hurt themselves. The keep the lights on, whenever I thought of that, I was like, that's kind of funny. That is kind of funny, but it was probably in a time where you couldn't just keep your lights on because they were probably like living light, live light, you know, like it was before we had, you know, probably like widespread electricity and light bulbs at least, I would guess. Taylor Jones with 5 out of 5, as well as Luna and Kitty also 5 out of 5, and also Kelevka as well 5 out of 5, but only one can win, and that was Taylor Jones. Go away with the win. You've probably been the fastest in general, or you've been most accurate or something, who knows. But Taylor, congrats to you, and Luna and Kitty as well, and Kelevra. You all get the podium, of getting 5 out of 5, and also everybody else also doing very well there with 4 out of 5, also very nice. But congrats, live fire, yeah, live lights, right? Like, I don't know, but congrats to you guys. Now we have a little thing at the very end here. Don't go anywhere because we have one last giveaway to you guys. Here we go. Here goes nothing. You type in right now in the comment section. You type hashtag Hobbii quiz, written exactly as you see it up here. Hashtag Hobbii quiz in one go. So exactly as you see it up there. Type that in, no spaces. Don't put spaces in there because then it won't be counted. Just so you know, no spaces. So make sure you don't have that. I think YouTube is kind of like making it look like there's a space, but there probably isn't. Yeah, that probably isn't. I think it is counting it just fine, because I saw Artemis had a space between Hobbii and Quiz, but Artemis is definitely up there. So I think it works for you guys on YouTube as well. But the people on Facebook, is it working for you guys? Yeah. You're all doing it perfectly, and you're of course all in a little tombola, of course, for $25 gift card to Hobbii, so that you can spend on anything you want, I suppose, whatever your heart desires. But this is, of course, we do this for the community, not necessarily to I guess have. I mean, the spirit of it is fun, and to learn something new, and to spend a little time with you guys and have a little thing here, right? That's the main point of it. And then, of course, it's a nice little, I guess, fun thing to have something on the line as well, a little bit. But we used to hide the knives in our house so the children wouldn't hurt each other. That makes sense, Cynthia. That does make sense. No gray circles today. No, maybe it was just Facebook being a little weird on Tuesday. Maybe it is. I mean, also Facebook being weird today as well with our lag. Unfortunately, I'm sorry to all the Facebook viewers. You can always watch on YouTube next week, and maybe it's better there. But to all the winners, by the way, do contact us in case you don't receive your coupon. That means that I couldn't find you on Messenger on Facebook. But yeah, so do make sure that you contact us, and also you can also prove who you are to our customer service, and then they'll figure it out, of course. So always fun to see you, Matthias. Always fun to make content for you guys. I love it. It's always, I mean, it's what we do here. We just love to make some fun stuff for you guys to watch and interact with, and hopefully also that you guys can see each other on a weekly basis. It's always very fun. And there we have, who is it? It is Newman. Newman, I remember you from an answer earlier. Newman, congrats to you on winning the $25 gift card. Do contact us, Newman, because I will not be able to find your name anywhere, I think, and know that it's you. So please do contact us in case you want to receive your gift card. Because YouTube, as you know, the thing is actually it's still up there. 1 second, there we go. YouTube, as you know, doesn't have a messenger function, so we can't send messages directly to people on there. So, but the thing is, I think it's a good thing that we did bring YouTube in, even though it's a little bit more difficult with the sending out coupons, because on days like this where Facebook is laggy, you can always use YouTube, and YouTube seems to be doing just fine. So I think it's good to have that variation of platforms so you can choose, and that it works better on some levels for different players. So hopefully you all had a good experience. It's been a nice little hour here, a small hour, I guess. It wasn't a full hour, but close to it. Yeah, have a good weekend to everybody, and I'll see you on Monday with Hobbii Bingo, and of course we'll have a lot of fun there as well. And hopefully you guys have a good time. Take care, and have a good rest of the evening, morning, day, whatever it might be. So yeah, thank you, and I'll see you around. Bye bye.